What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Gloss Garage, where we make detailing simple. My name is Sak, and today I have something special for you guys. So remember that vehicle that we ceramic coated, the BMW M340i? It's here for its first follow-up wash after its initial ceramic coating, just to see how the coating has cured and make sure that if we miss any areas, we go ahead and correct it. But yes, we are doing a follow-up wash. Now, for that follow-up wash, let me know what you guys think about this microphone. I did buy this microphone, also the quality of this phone. I did buy the iPhone Pro 14 and the DJI microphone, so hopefully you guys hear me well. I do apologize about the echo. I am in my garage, but the main purpose of this video is just to show you guys how you guys can do a full wash on your vehicle without a pressure washer. And I will be using Incredible Suds and Rinseless Wash. What? I'm using soap? Yes, I'm using soap. But I do like to use it in conjunction with a rinseless wash. What does that mean? Well, I put the rinseless wash inside, just had to move my arm. But yes, I do put the rinseless wash, that's right here, inside the rinse bucket, and the soap, obviously, in the soap bucket. I'll be doing 2-bucket wash method, and then I will be using the Auto Fiber Zero Cuff wash mitt. But yes, so I will show you guys how you guys can get a scratch-free finish. And on top of that, I am using the rinseless wash as a pre-treatment. After I rinse off the vehicle with the garden hose, I go ahead and use the rinseless wash as a pre-treatment to break down that extra loose dirt, grime, and debris. And that's about it, just to show you guys that you guys don't need a pressure washer to achieve a scratch-free finish. So let's just go ahead and get started. All the products will be down below in the description. And if you guys like this type of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And also, you guys could get 10% off on any DIY detail products. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and get started with this video. Let's just go ahead and get started with the wheels and tires. You guys already know how I like to clean my wheels and tires. I go ahead and, rinse everything off, rinse the loose dirt, grime, and debris from the rims and tires. And then I go ahead and use All Clean and spray that down. And then on top of that, just go ahead and scrub everything off. And this is what I did for this. I do have rinseless wash solution inside my wheel and tire bucket. So that way it's, again, easy to clean. And it gives you that lubrication, it emulsifies the dirt, and that's about it. Now, as for protection, I did add a bit of DIY detail quick beads on the rims to go ahead and fortify the coating, because again, when you have a lot of brake dust, BMW, especially any M model, are notorious for brake dust because BMWs have high performance brake pads and it accumulates a bunch of brake dust on your wheels and tires. And this is the after result. Just look how nice and clean and shiny the rim is. And I go ahead, like I said, apply quick beads to fortify the ceramic coating, because when you leave those brake dust and ferrous metals bake onto your rims and tires, it will degrade the ceramic coating drastically. So it's just something that we need to do and keep in mind of. As we move on to the washing process, let's just take a look at the paint and look how dirty the vehicle is compared to the wheels and tires. And yes, it's been raining for a couple of days during the week that it's been ceramic coated. But again, the initial cure time of the DIY detail ceramic coating is about an hour or two. It can get wet, but then it hardens over time within the next 14 days. Or I think Ivan and Nick actually said 7 days. But yes, just look at all that brake dust, that dirt, grime, salt, everything that's baked onto the paint. And again, a ceramic coating is great for this type of protection. And you guys will see it still sheets and beads water, even though it's slightly clogged. But once we clean the actual paint, all that water beading and water sheeting will be back to normal. And it's just something that, again, I showed the customer, so that way he was able to understand that the coating isn't gone. And he did have a bunch of valid questions that I will be answering for you guys as well. But just look at all that water spotting, everything that's dried up, and there will be no water spots at the end of this wash. And it's actually pretty amazing, because I thought some water spotting was going to occur, especially because it's a daily driver and it sits outside every single day. But there was literally no water spots on the actual paint. And this is the whole pre-rinse process that we're doing. And you see that it's clogged up mostly on the lower panels, but the rest of the paint is actually beading exceptionally well. What you are seeing me do right now is I am applying the Rinseless Wash as my snow foam or pre-rinse, whatever you guys want to call it, because I am not using a snow foam or a foam cannon or a foam gun to pre-treat the panel. I'm actually using the DIY Detail Rinseless Wash to emulsify all that dirt and grime, and then I am applying again with that extra lubrication of Incredible Suds. I'm pretty much not going to add one single scratch to the vehicle, and you guys will see at the end of the video. But let's move on to one of the valid questions that my customer or the owner of the vehicle did have. One of those questions were, what kind of chemicals or what car care product line should he get in order to maintain his ceramic coated vehicle? Because he was saying that he was searching up on YouTube on how one YouTuber would say use this product line to maintain your vehicle, and another one would say use this product line, don't use the other because it's not a great product line. I just told them just use whatever reputable company that you like and just follow that line. As you guys know, I am using the DIY Detail product line, so I did stress to him, I said, listen, if you really want to maintain your vehicle and you want to maintain your ceramic coating, just stay within the family if that's really your concern, and I will just prove to you on how well this product line actually works. And he was just astonished, especially with the Rinseless Wash, where I put the Rinseless Wash inside my rinse bucket, and on the wash media I was dunking in, it was black, it was dirty. I would dunk it inside the rinse bucket, and the Rinseless Wash just cleaned and pulled all that dirt, grime out of the wash mitt, and it came out perfectly clean. And to me, the DIY Detail Rinseless Wash is the best Rinseless Wash out there to date. And go ahead and watch Eddie Cologne's. He's another YouTuber, a great detailer, and he does these Rinseless Wash comparison videos between Mckees37 N914, ONR, and I don't know what next he has cooking up, probably Oberg versus DIY Detail, or DIY Detail versus Hydra. So go ahead and click on this channel as well if you really want to see a true test on these Rinseless Washes. But to me, the DIY Detail Rinseless Wash is the best on the market, and I am just showing him the rinsing as well of the vehicle once the vehicle is clean. And look at all that water beading and the tight sheeting on the hood and on the paint, and it just looks amazing. No scratches on the vehicle. Just look at the sun, and he was just astonished on the results. Now, I did butcher Mr. Lad's quick beads, so please don't laugh, Nick and Ivan. I'm sure you guys gonna tell me I'm using a lot, or even you detailers out there, but let's just go ahead and move on to that. This is what Mr. Lad did on his YouTube channel on how to use quick beads. So pretty much you don't have to let it, especially on direct sunlight, you don't want to let it dwell on the paint or on the glass, because then you do get some streaking. So what he did, and again, this vehicle is ceramic coated with the DIY Detail exterior ceramic coating. What he did was, in direct sunlight, he sprayed it and hosed it down at the same time. So let's go ahead, give that a shot. The whole BMW is clean. It's nice, beautiful, and shiny. So let's go ahead and do this. So I'm gonna wet the panel just a little more. And I do have my drying towels already on the roof. So we're gonna go ahead and pretty much spray and rinse off all at the same time. What we're pretty much doing is all that beading is still there. What we're doing is fortifying the ceramic coating. That way it has a sacrificial layer. So now this will be a sacrificial layer on the paint here in New York for about, I'd say about a month and a half, 2 months tops. So this is a great way to keep protecting and enhancing your ceramic coating by putting a sacrificial layer of SiO2 protection on top of it. So spray. And rinse off. As you can see, rapid beading, rapid sheeting, all that stuff that you guys get in a ceramic coating. And same thing on glass. And this glass wasn't even ceramic coated. So here's a comparison on this, on how it doesn't really bead up as much compared to this. So that's pretty much it. Now this whole side is protected with a sacrificial layer, all that beading, and it's gonna enhance its gloss and its shine. So definitely go ahead and pick your guys up at least a quick beads. All right, so you guys just saw me finish detailing this whole vehicle. I used quick beads on the rims, quick beads on the paint, and this is a sacrificial layer for the vehicle for the winter months. Again, it's winter here in New York. You want the salt and grime to eat into your sacrificial layer, aka the sealant, right? It's like putting on a jacket in the winter. You put a windbreaker on top of your jacket for extra protection. So here is the paint in direct sunlight. 0 scratches. You guys saw me use the rinseless wash as a pre-rinse, and then I went straight ahead into the contact wash, and the sun is beaming on the paint. 0 scratches. The owner couldn't believe on how well the DIY Detail product line worked, because I told him it's 0 scratches. You know, we're not going to use a foam cannon, none of that. I really want to show you guys how to wash any type of vehicle without a foam cannon or a pressure washer. You could just use your garden hose and just look at the shine, the depth. 0 scratches. Follow the sun with me right there. So you guys can see on the front bumper, 0 scratches. On the wheels and tires, well, the tire dressing we used was the DIY Detail tire dressing with all clean to clean out the rims, and the car came out looking beautiful. So yeah, so if you guys like this type of content, just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And also, this is the microphone that I was talking to you guys about. Let me know what you guys think on the quality. I really enjoy it. And let me just take one final angle, and then I will let you guys go and talk to you guys about my final thoughts on this DIY Detail ceramic coating, especially on a daily driver like this one. And you saw how dirty it came in, and I can't believe on how well this rinseless wash always works. Just look, 0 scratches on the hood and the ceramic coating as well. So yeah, so I'll talk more about this on the outro and give you guys my final thoughts. Let's go ahead and get to the nitty gritty, and let's talk about the DIY Detail product line and how it doesn't cease to amaze me. So the main two I really want to talk about is the rinseless wash and the incredible suds. But just to summarize everything up first, you guys saw me use the all clean on the wheels and tires. Then I used quick beads on the rims, and then I applied the DIY Detail tire dressing. And I do have videos and a bunch of videos of me cleaning wheels and tires, so you guys can go ahead and watch those, right? But the main part of this video that I really wanted to talk about the most was the rinseless wash and the incredible suds. Now, just a quick tip out there, just to let you guys know, I do use the rinseless wash in my rinse bucket. Even if I'm using a soap, I put a little bit of rinseless wash inside that rinse bucket. And on top of that, I always do it and put some in my wheel bucket as well. But now let's go ahead and talk about incredible suds and how these two work super well in conjunction with each other. So you guys saw me use the rinseless wash as a pre-foam, right? I pre-treated the whole panel after I rinsed off the loose dirt, grime, and debris that was on the paints. And you guys saw how super dirty that M340i came in, which is normal. And this is the great test, right? To test out a ceramic coating or any ceramic coating, right? It's a daily driver. It sits outside 24/7, and it came in for its first wash after 14 days. So it was a little bit over 14 days, but it's not gonna hurt it. The coating cured perfectly fine on the paint, as you guys saw. But yes, I use this as a pre-foam and pre-treatment. And then on top of that, incredible suds with the cleaning capability that it has. It cleaned off the paint. Well, I even washed it in direct sunlight on the other side. Yes, it's cold out here, but on the other side, it was actually steaming off and drying on the paint. And then I rinsed it off. No issues with this soap whatsoever. Am I gonna let it sit there, bake at 100 degrees Fahrenheit in the summertime? Absolutely not. Just be cognitive of what you're doing, right? So again, I washed the whole vehicle, 2-bucket wash method. And a lot of people out there will probably say, why didn't I use a snow foam? 0 scratches on the paint. none whatsoever. Also, it may contribute to the ceramic coating, right? So one thing that Ivan and Nick did stress out on their last live that they posted up with them applying that ceramic coating on the Cadillac, I did ask them about the chemistry, about why it doesn't harden on the actual applicator. And Ivan said it is the chemistry, it's bonding onto the paint, nothing else. The actual chemical bond is to the paint, which I kind of figured that. I thought, you know, again, I would ask just to make sure I'm not saying anything wrong out there and giving you guys misinformation. But yes, it looks like it hardened on the paint as well. So some people did comment, say, you know, if it doesn't crystallize on the applicator, it might not harden on the paint. Again, it's something that is a chemical bond between the paint and the ceramic coating, and you guys saw 0 scratches on the paint. So yeah, so if you guys like this type of content, hit that like button. And if you guys want to purchase any DIY detail products, go ahead and use code DMS. I'll put the link down below in the description so you guys could order. And you guys literally saw 0 scratches. You guys saw the gloss. And also, one last thing, I did use what Mr. Ladd did on his video about using quick beads, spraying it on and rinsing it off right away, or pretty much with the stream of water, and literally 0 streaks whatsoever. So yeah, so hopefully you guys like this type of content, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.